Hey guys, what is up? I'm excited to be back. Hope you guys are keen for this trading week. I know NFP can be a bit tricky, and especially at the start of NFP week, it's difficult to kind of get a direction or where market is planning to move for the rest of the week. So let's see how things go. Not gonna be too hectic, but what I'm seeing is what looks like some sort of liquidity sweep at the previous day low, and then we have this giant SMT. If you see it on both sides, if we go on the hourly, got that low that we've swept on Nasdaq. Let's just see here. Is anything else we're missing? Not really. But this was the major SMT that I could see. Also swept previous monthly low and previous weekly low yesterday on Monday, and now we continue down on the SMT, riding down that wick from yesterday. Yeah, it's looking like we closed over. Let's see here. We're wicking over here on the 4 hour of previous day low. But overall, things of course look bearish. It's a little bit skeptical when you see price kind of reacting to a key level. So yeah, it was curious when I saw on the 15-minute we closed above this 50-minute high, but we just made equal highs here on S&P. Yeah, that's 4:30 now, the opening bell for market open. I see S&P going lower than this, then I'm fully bearish for today. I mean, I am bearish, it's just, you know, there's a certain level where there's still a potential for a reversal. Like, I'm roughly measuring out, okay, S&P from opening price, if we measure that down, okay, 60 points, I'd say maybe at most for S&P to move down and then reverse. It goes further than that, then I feel like we are definitely 100% bearish. At the moment I'm like 90%. So yeah, there is that chance, slight chance, where it's like, okay, we might actually flip, but yeah, doesn't look like it, eh? Okay, looks like we're moving straight down. Okay. Guess we're going for previous monthly low on S&P. Okay. It's quite interesting development. Sweep the slow here. Ideally, I would like to see price, if we can, I'm not sure, but ideally I would like to see price take out those equal highs and then move lower on the S&P, and then see what that looks like on NASDAQ. Because right now we're looking a bit choppy in this range. Well, we didn't move too far past this low that I've placed here. Okay, we've swept these highs now. Or at least taken these high. pretty huge candle. There isn't any news today, not any major news. I know that we tanked so much with Nvidia, Tesla stocks as well. Mainly due to that, basically a lag in sales and those Trump tariffs affecting a lot of things in the tech industry. And yeah, there's a lot of talk about Trump session. Yeah, things are looking quite sus, to say the least. Okay, I've got like an SMT happening here. Okay, it looks like we're inversing this. Oh, I spoke too soon. Honestly, a reversal is still not off the table. But I'm more bearish than I'm bullish. Mainly because I'm going with the overall high time frame bias. I know sometimes that, yeah, if I don't pay attention to the high time frame, I might get the wrong bias intraday. That happens. Think I might take this. Nah, I think I was a bit late there. Also, it doesn't look as clean as I would like it. Well, hopefully you took that opportunity if you did take it. Jeez. Okay, taking that. I had to change up my trade size a little bit. I entered a sell based on this. And it might stomp me out. Yep. Got stomped out. Oh, perhaps too early. I haven't yet opened into the macro. Yeah, I think my mistake is we are still kind of ranging. In fact, we're doing this. We're doing this. Yeah, basically like seek and destroy, right? So, yeah, one loss, one L. It's okay. Yeah, I halved my contract size for that just because it was a lot of risk. I had quite a big stop loss. Yeah, look how ugly that is. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I must enter in my deeds. Oh yeah, by the way, I have I've got now a 10k eval account, and I was thinking it wouldn't make sense for me to, you know, it wouldn't make sense to me just to trade both this 100k and the 10k at the same time. It's a bit too much of a distraction or split focus. So I think with next week coming up, and I don't prefer to trade NFP anyway, I can start with that 10k next week and start recording the journey to fund it, sorry. And yes, it's going to be a pause now on this 100k, and I would have liked to continue with this 100k so that we can do a full run through. But it seems like I would have to stop that 100k now and then just start recording with this 10k. And that is a little bit frustrating because yeah, I wanted a nice record of everything. So I'm thinking now, instead of like posting how much I've made every day, I think I'm gonna start using just points in general. So you'll see I made like 100 points today, for example, or negative 50 points if I had a loss or whatever. So I think I'm gonna rather start doing things that way. I hope that makes sense. But it's just gonna be difficult for me to manage streaming and 2 different accounts at the same time. So rather just stick to one. And yeah, and be done with that. It's looking like S&P is the proper falling market right now for bears. It's looking clean, and I think Nasdaq is the one that's lagging at the moment. I would try and go for another sell, but yeah, after one loss already and seeing how price looks so horrible on Nasdaq, I don't even want to attempt S&P. I don't like attempting S&P. but S&P is looking like the better pay right now. Just look at that chop price action. Chop, 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 chop. Yeah, I don't like it when Nasdaq does this. S&P moves nicely and then Nasdaq is stuck. And then when it does move, it just drops without any any chance to enter. Sometimes it happens like that. That would have been a nice entry actually. Aligned over there very nicely, but you can't tell right now because you see, look at that, you can't tell if that's a rejection or if we're just gonna keep moving in this chop chop city. At this point I might just end way earlier just from this loss and how this price action looks like. Okay, sorry that was a bit delayed, but this is what I mean by I'm going to start using points. And what a fabulous number we have. We've got minus 69 points from that. Okay, There's another entry point here, midway of this wick. You can see prices respecting that 50% area. And there's the drop. There's the drop we were waiting for. It's about time, Nasdaq. And away we go. Let's see here. Doesn't take a L, but not a bounce back. Come on, man. Oh, why am I on this? Guys, there we go. I'm not sure why I was on the other screen the whole time. But yeah, I'm not sure where I stopped, but yeah, I got minus 69 points on that trade. Possibly another trade opportunity here. Okay, I've placed a limit order. Stop loss is right at the opening price of this candle. Have not tagged in yet. This is one loss over there. Price seems to be consolidating over here. My reason for this limit order is we have this swing high resting just under liquidity, which is this fair value gap. So yeah, I'm expecting price to tag in there before continuing lower. If price just continues lower, then that's fine. Then we close with just the 1L today. Yeah, it's looking a lot like price is just gonna leave us behind. It's just one of those days. Okay, I see price is moving up. I still have my limit order there. Okay. I'm now reconsidering. I'm removing that limit order now. Removed. The reason why I'm a little bit suspicious at where our discount is lying over here. It could just be me and being fearful. I think it's better to rather just end on the one loss if I'm unsure. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. yeah, there's nothing for me, guys. Hopefully there's something tomorrow. If not, most definitely Friday. But again, NFP week, I can take it or leave it. Not my favorite week to trade. And yeah, considering that I'm going to start my eval to funded challenge next week with my 10k, it's best not to trade this week on that account. So I'm glad I'm still using the 100k challenge on this. And so yeah, we took an L, and that's okay, it happens. If you must know, that was about 300 and let's be 100% sure here, $347 on the dot. Negative 347, and that's honestly perfectly fine. That's literally the size of one trade that I'd normally take. It's usually around 300. Don't ask me why, it's just how I've split it. So what I do is I want to risk 1% on the day, and so I'll split that into maybe 2-3 trades. So what's that about? So around 300, just over 300 each. If I were to split into 3. And so yeah, that would be the equivalent of just one trade loss in a day. Otherwise, I think the winner was S&P. S&P had much smoother price action. We were clearly bearish, and the Nasdaq was the lagging market today, first doing a lot of winding price action before finally moving down. And two, in terms of trading opportunities, I wouldn't try and struggle to find some sort of setup in this. If it wasn't clear, don't bother. And I think that's the type of attitude I should stick to going forward. Only clean setups. This I don't think was very clean. I think I understand my entry was valid. I know there was liquidity resting here, and perhaps I could have had a larger stop loss. Then again, just didn't work out. I already have halved my contract to accommodate this trade, so I'd have to halve it again if I was going to have my stop loss all the way up there, and then my target would have had to be a lot larger for my 1 to 2R, which would have actually still worked out, considering we are moving all the way bearish today. So, lesson learned. We shall see what tomorrow brings. I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. I realize my mic is very soft. I think I must make it louder next time, but anyways, see you guys tomorrow. All the best for this week. Cheers.